We are moving to the next topic that is called as enterprise resource planning. Now listen. In an organization, there are various departments. Every department is having their own software to handle their own process. Yes or no? Are yes or no? If they are having different software, if they are having different software
Hello.
for handling different process, then don't you think
Hello.
कि being the part of the same organization, you are just different departments of the same organization. You are the different departments of the same organization. Then why you are having separate software? So you will say कि software is different because process is different. Fine. Let the software be different, but it should interact with each other. It should be able to integrate with each other, or I would say there requires one bigger system who will integrate all these softwares together, and that is nothing but ERP. Suppose I am of sales department. I need some information from finance department. So my person will go and he'll say, we want some information. That department will give me a printout. I'll bring it over here. And again, I'll punch the same. Both are same company, same organization. Then what's the point in taking a printout from one department and punching the same in the another department? There has to be some communication network. Or forget about communication network, there has to be integration of the software. So that he will give we want this information, okay, tuck, on my screen, I'll get that information. No need to take a printout, again punch the same. See, because of unnecessary punching, you can have errors. That is called as errors prone to human beings. The more humans will interact, the more humans will be intervening, the more problems will occur. And we can't blame human beings for that, because it is the humans only who make mistakes.
Hello.
Okay, that's our right to make mistake. No problem whatsoever. So we should try to minimize this human intervention, and for that we require a enterprise resource planning. So we are now starting with the enterprise resource planning. What exactly is ERP? ERP refers to integration of information. See, it is enterprise resource planning. Means all the resources of an enterprise will be planned properly and will be integrated together so that any person from any department can access any resources, provided he is allowed to do so, provided he is authorized to do so. So, integration of information, it could be everything. It could be internal information, it could be external information. All the departments of the organization now will be integrated together. They are working, their process, their software, their data, all will be integrated together. So ERP is basically a software application, okay, which will develop some innovative information technology so that it will help in integration of information. And it is not just integration of information. It is also about providing security. When people are scattered, providing security becomes difficult. But when they come together, I can give them security easily. Understanding? So when I put all these together inside one common shell, I am providing them with security. And that is called as ERP. What are the various stages of ERP? Number one is called as inventory control. Inventory control means how much inventory you will have. It's very important to decide the size of inventory. If you buy more inventory, your working capital will be blocked. If you buy less inventory, you won't be able to complete the production schedule, and that's how you won't be able to complete or honor your commitment. So you should have the optimum quality. That refers to the proper supply of raw materials. And whenever we are maintaining inventory, there is a problem of pilferage. Such problems can be easily solved. You can avoid frauds and errors. Next is called as the ABC analysis. ABC analysis means you need not keep control on each and every product that you are buying. You need not keep a tight control on all the things you have in inventory. You should bifurcate them. A is high quality, high priced items which are low in quantity. B is having a lower quality and higher quantity. And C is least, I would say, priced product, and it is high in quantity. For example, in a car manufacturing industry, you need to have engines, okay? Then you need to have some computer peripherals. You need to have some peripherals, side light, back light, this, and that. And there will be nuts, bolts, and wires. So will you keep track of every nut, bolt, and wire? Or you are wasting your resources? The value of the nut is not so much that you are spending your energy and system on it. You need not keep control on it. Okay, fine. If someone is taking away, let them. No problem. But maintaining that is very high. You will be keeping a tight control on the engine, which is very, very costly. On that you keep control. That is quite fine. That is called as the ABC analysis, where we are controlling the material that we do have. Then the economic order quantity. Whenever we are buying something, how much quantity we should buy, how much we should buy. It completely depends upon the demand for that particular product. Like if you go in departmental stores or something like that, see, you have one, when you go out and pay for your bill, they take that product and they keep it before the barcode scanner. Tick, data is inside. Next product, tick, data is inside. When the data is going, actually speaking, from the database, that quantity is been reduced. And there is a reorder level. As soon as it reaches the reorder level, immediately, automatically, the order is generated and it is given to the supplier. Supplier will fulfill that order, and the purchase department, when they are accepting the goods, they will update. So that quantity will again go up. Suppose there are soaps. Normally, we are maintaining a reorder quantity of 25. So when the quantity of soap goes down, when it touches 25, order will be generated. Now, before that order is fulfilled, it might go to 15, 10, 5, that is called as safety stock. Any stock which is below the reorder level is called as safety stock. And it may go down, and one fine day, immediately it will be refilled. So again, it will be 110, something like that. So you need to finalize what should be the reorder level and what is the fixed quantity that you will be buying. It's all about incurring the goods at a lower cost. See, whenever you are buying in higher quantity, obviously the average cost has to go down. That is the rate. You get a nice rate. But it should not be over ordered. You will be getting the lowest of the rate, but maintaining that will become a problem. You'll have to spend on maintaining it. So you have to find out the maintenance cost should be least, the rate also should be good, and that exact quantity is called as the economic order quantity. Next is just in time. Next is called as just in time, and I have already explained you this concept of just in time. Obviously, it has to be a Japanese concept. It is having the philosophy of continuous improvement. It tries to identify and remove the wastages. The repetition work that we are doing. I give you the example of a truck. How one truck is bringing the raw material and the same truck is taking away the finished goods. That is the just-in-time technology which is implemented or which is a part of the ERP. Then the next one we have is the material requirement planning. It is also called as MRP, maximum retail price ille. Material requirement planning. In that, you first should have the production schedule ready. You need to plan for the production, how the production will start, in what phases it will be completed, how much time will be required by every phase, what's the starting and the ending time, everything will be done. That is the production planning. Then the inventory control system is embedded in it. Depending upon the production schedule, you need to buy the goods. You also have to define the manufacturing process. I told you na, phasing of processes, process A, process B, process C. And the objective over here is to procure the material at the lowest cost, The procure time should be minimum, and we should be able to honor our delivery schedules. If I am committing that I will send you the goods within 7 days, I should be able to do that. That's called as honoring delivery schedule. Then we have MRP2, but this time it is not material requirement planning. This time it is manufacturing resource planning. See, in manufacturing, just procuring raw materials won't help. You need to procure labor, you need to procure machine, you need to procure finance. All these things have to be properly procured. Then and then only your manufacturing process will start. Again, the objective of manufacturing resource planning is controlling the cost. Each and every enterprise today is saying only one thing: control cost, control cost. It is in general terms called as cost cutting. Then the next one is called as distribution resource planning. See, you have produced the raw materials, you have produced a finished good that is of the finest quality, but if you are not able to deliver them to the consumers and not delivering them in time, what's the use of this? What is the use of this? So distribution plays an important part in this particular process. So here you should plan your orders, which order you will take first, which order you will take later. You will also maintain the right safety stock. Your safety stock should not be so less that you will go stockless. So meantime, you get the raw materials, there should be stock in hand. That is called as the safety stock, and that is one of the control parameter. That means you will be keeping a control over here. How much safety stock should be maintained. The idea about this is improvement in customer service. Improvement in customer service means honoring your commitments, anticipating demand. Many a times we don't get an order, but we expect that there will be huge orders coming in. Okay. By the end of summer season, these raincoats, wind cheaters, rain cheaters, umbrellas, these companies, they anticipate the demand and they do the production. They don't do production after getting in order. If they do that, then the umbrellas will come in the winter season, which is of no use. So they have to anticipate the demand and they have to draw an accurate plan for the manufacturing department. Then all the resources of the Next is then all the resources of the enterprise will be brought together. That is called as integration of data. Then again we have MRP. This is also called as MRP3, which is money resource planning. Whatever capital we have, how should we use this capital? That is called as capital planning. And when we do good sales, we have good profits. Good profit is also referred to as surplus money. How to utilize this surplus money? To invest, to spend, to do what of this? That is coming under managing surplus money. And is also management of sales and logistics. How to manage the sales and how to manage the movement of the goods. Maybe from a raw material firm to a company or from company to the customers. It is often referred to as logistics. And then the last point is EIS web enabled. Okay. So this EIS is Enterprise Information System. Whatever information is available inside our enterprise, if we want to communicate the same information to the outsiders, our information should be web enabled. So you will be using all the internet technologies available so that you can give the right information to the people. Simple example, Flipkart. In Flipkart, you can know that when the order was given, when the processing was done, when the logistics started, and when it is expected to reach you. So what exactly is that? They are giving the information on the net. That is called as EIS enabled. A train which has left the station, you can track the movement of the train. At what time this train was at what station. That is called as EIS, Enterprise Information System, which is now on web, which is web enabled, which is having the information technology support so that we can give the same information to the outsiders, to the people who require it. And that is called as Enterprise Resource Planning. Understanding? Okay, so these two topics are remaining. Decision support system and ERP. Just note down. Now be faster while noting down. I plan to complete at least 80-90% of this chapter. Fifth chapter is very small. Tomorrow I'll be able to finish it off. Before this what? Decision support system only.
Finished. Very good. Last part.
Finished? Finished? Yes or no? Hello? We're now beginning with a new concept that's called as customer relationship management. Customer relationship management is all about increasing your business with increasing number of business transactions, and this can be done when you can have more number of customers. Here we will be integrating information technology with business processes. Like for example, suppose Mr. Rahul is owning a restaurant. Okay, he knows restaurant business very well. He is making me as a partner. But I don't know anything about restaurant business. But surely I know many more things about information technology. So, how can I help him? So let's say, how can I help him? One fine evening, a customer comes to us. Let's say Miss Janani is coming. Everyone knows it now. She is coming with her boyfriend. And then obviously a person will go and take an order. She is ordering for coffee, her boyfriend is ordering for soup, something like that. And then order is been served. Then I'll be going and talking to them. I go there and I say, I'm the owner of this hotel. If I say, I want to talk to you, no one will talk to me. I'm the owner of this hotel. Can I have some few valuable moment of yours? They say, no problem, sir, please. 10 minutes is enough for me. I'll ask their name, where they live, obviously when they are willing to give this information. And when I'm talking with them, I become friendly with them, and they also say that they give their birth date or boyfriend's birth date, and they also announce means it is done. They also give me this information. In next 1 month we'll be getting married. We are marrying after 1 month. I store all this information. I am noting down all this information. Okay, bye. They won't invite me obviously, but then they leave. So when customers are coming in our restaurant, I am noting it. I won't be able to help Rahul maybe for 1 year, but after that, my work which I was doing will start bearing fruits. How? I'll tell you. My system will give me an alert. In 15 days, Janani will be celebrating her first marriage anniversary. Now it's an opportunity. I am having a discussion with Rahul. Rahul, chalo, here's the data. I am giving you a potential customer. Tell me what you can do. He said, sir, on the top floor now, there on the back side, there it is a very nice view of a mountain. There we will arrange this, arrange that. There will be a fountain, there will be lightings, there will be this, there will be buffet, only for 2, but still buffet. Small quantity. Okay, light music, romantic music, this, that, all these things. Okay, now I'll give you the data. Please market this product properly. So their number, their name, their address, I'm having everything. Okay, I'm sending a marketing executive to their place. Now, Janani, chartered accountant. She is earning 36 lakh rupees per annum. Her boyfriend, maybe not a chartered accountant, maybe he's an engineer, and he is earning 64 lakh rupees per annum. That means this family has a input of full 1 khoka. I mean to say 1 crore. Now, now Mr. Raj, who is one of our marketing executives, nice tie, anyways, he's very good looking, very innocent person. He'll go there and he will explain all the things. And the value of this package is say, for this one evening is say around 25,000 rupees. Now, when a couple is earning 1 CR per year and they are always busy with their work, one evening they will spend together, and for this evening, will you think of spending 25,000? Will you think about that? Should I spend or not? What is 25,000 here? Done. So now you will not come in your car. We will send you a car. Then it will be chauffeur driven. Then all the facilities will be given. Everything will be done. Now I'll be taking the feedback from them. Did you like our facility? Okay. Did you like our arrangement? What was the thing you like? What was the thing you don't like? I will be accepting all the things and then I'll be storing it. In this way, I get more and more customers. Maybe after 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, whatever, okay, they will be celebrating the birthday of their first child. So obviously it has to be a grand event. Our first child's first birthday means grand event. Am I right or wrong, Janani? Think about the concept, don't think about the birthday. She's lost in her own world. No, na? You are here only, na? Now first birthday means, obviously, only these 3 will not come. It's a big birthday party. Okay, there will be many invitees. Okay, Ram Kumar along with his 2 wives. I'm sorry. Along with his wife and 3 kids. They all will be coming. Then Abhirami along with her husband and 1 kid, they will be coming. Okay, there is one Miss Divya, I don't know where she is, she's absent today maybe. She's coming with her husband and 2 kids, 1 Chunnu and 1 Munnu. And then here there is one. He's bringing 4 or 5 kids. I mean to say, his relatives' kids are also with him. He's bringing everyone. So all these people are coming. Now listen. Please. Hello. The point of discussion is, when all these invitees are coming in, I will note their name, their place, their address, their mail, their number, their age, all these things I am noting. So when these people are seeing these big celebrations, okay, there will be a nice 5-story cake and games for the kids, games for their parents, music, dancing, DJ, this, that, everything. Okay, what will happen is, when I do such thing, see there are around 50 families invited. They would also like to celebrate their child's birthday in this way. So I am getting more number of customers. So the idea about customer relationship management is, we are maintaining very good relationship with our clients. We give them such best service that they become loyal. It's called as brand loyalty. But we are not a brand, so we are saying customer loyalty, obviously, which creates a brand value. By this idea, we are trying to generate more and more business opportunities by keeping our old customers intact, plus encouraging, or plus we are trying to attract more and more customers. The sole idea is to increase the business. So it's the support of information technology. It's the role of information technology for enhancing business opportunities and profits. And that's nothing but something called as customer relationship management. Got the idea? Okay, let's now go into the details. Client relationship, that's what I said. We are maintaining a good relationship with our customers. We are creating a loyalty, brand loyalty. We are increasing the brand value. In customer relationship management, we will be also training our employee. We will train him how you are supposed to speak, how you are supposed to present yourself, how you are supposed to present a proposal or a product, how you need to negotiate, and also advertise. Today, as advertisement is the most important part. Now, these three terms are very important. Customer, understanding who your customer is. Now, this is very simple. If you read also, you will understand. Relationship is how you can maintain relationship with them, and management is when you get an opportunity, how you manage that particular opportunity. Then, what is the architecture of CRM? Means CRM has got different components, we can say. First one is called as operational CRM, which I am doing. I am maintaining the contacts with the customers. I am gathering their data. Then my team will be marketing all the products or the services that we have through the marketing team. We will sell it, and once the sales has been done, we will also render the right service. Then the analytical CRM. In analytical CRM, we will be observing the customers. Obviously, when it is their anniversary, we won't observe. When it is a birthday party, that time surely we can observe how people are acting, how people are reacting. Okay, some person is eating something and then his face is like that and he's keeping it. So I can understand that this particular product is not right. Some people are dying for one particular product. I know this is working better. So we are observing. We are trying to analyze the customer behavior. We are trying to understand who is our potential customer, and we also try to enhance the relationship with them. That's called as analytical CRM. Here we try to acquire more and more number of customers, and we try to retain the existing customers. And collaborative is the last thing. We interact with the customers for their feedback, and we'll see to it that next time when they celebrate that birthday, it would be obviously at a lesser cost, and the service that we are giving, we'll see to it that surely it is a enhanced one. And that is nothing but something called as customer relationship management. Understanding? Again, this is a pure topic of strategic management. Just this part of maintaining contacts, database, giving right alerts at right time is the work of the technology. Okay, so that was called as your customer relationship management. Please note it down, quick and fast. Finished? Finished? Hello? We are now starting with a very small, simple topic called as supply chain management. It is again a very simple topic. Acha, listen. Supply chain management, it's a one-liner answer actually. Supply chain management refers to the planning, implementing and controlling of a process of a product from being a raw material till being converted into finished goods and reaching to the final customer. This journey of that product from being raw material to a finished goods and reaching the final customer, planning of this journey, implementation of the plans and controlling what we wanted to is nothing but supply chain management. I'll give you one example, you will understand it. Everyone in this class eats tomato sauce, but it starts by collecting tomatoes. Now tomatoes are not grown on trees, they are grown in bushes. You won't have 1 ton tomatoes on one tree. No. So these bushes are scattered everywhere, right? So you will be plucking all these tomatoes and then the assembling takes place. I hope you understand what is assembling. From different places, all these things comes together at one common place. Then from there, it should be properly planned and then the logistics starts. The movement of the goods starts from the farms to the warehouse of raw materials, obviously of the company. Then one fine day decision will be taken. Okay, we will be starting the production activity. Then these tomatoes will move from the warehouses, it will come to the production plant. They will be washed, they will be dried, it will be cut in between. The internal part, seeds, bits, everything will be thrown away, that is of no use. Actually fertilizers are prepared out of those things. Then this particular skin of tomato will be crushed, vinegar and a number of spices will be added, it will be boiled. So that is the process A, B, C, D and so on. And one fine time the tomato sauce will be ready. But it will be in very huge containers. Okay. Then the process of filling will start in the bottle. Now the bottle will move, then the injection will go and the bottle will be filled. Then the next step, the bottle will be sealed, it will be labeled, it will be packed, it will be packaged and then it will be kept in the go down of finished goods. And one fine day a wholesaler or a dealer will be giving a order. There, that girl, please keep away your cell phone. Then one fine day you will receive an order. Then again the movement, the logistics of this particular sauce bottles will go up to the wholesaler. Then order will be received from a retailer. Again the logistics, warehousing. Then again now you will go and you will purchase it. So when a tomato was born in the bush, from there till becoming a tomato sauce and ending up inside your refrigerator, and then that particular seal will be opened and then sauce will be served along with some cut. Come here. Come here, come here. Make that noise. How? Just show me. How? Just hold this. So I was talking about this particular supply chain management. So in this particular supply chain management, it starts and ends with customer. It starts with a customer order and it ends with the customer being satisfied. Okay, it is all about planning, implementing and controlling all those things from being a raw material to being the finished goods. It's all about satisfying the customers. Now, what are the components? What are the various components? The first and the foremost component is procurement or purchasing the raw materials that are being required. Then the operations. This operation is nothing but I'm talking about the production process, and production process is not one single process. It is divided into process A, process B, process C, process D and so on. And then the distribution, receiving the order, movement of the goods, warehousing of the goods. And last is integration. When we talk about integration, it is like all the components of this system should integrate with each other. The production should integrate with logistics, the warehousing should integrate with logistics, the order booking should be concerned with the warehousing. All such type of things come together to form the supply chain management. It is supply management, supplying the goods, and we are managing that supply, but it is not one person's activity. It's an entire chain starting from production till the movement of goods. That's why we call it as supply chain management. Please complete it quick and fast. Teach the next topic, human resource management system. Satish is waiting for you. Should I call him? Finished? Finished? Okay. We are now moving to the next topic. It's a big topic, but it is a simple topic. It is all about human resource management, all about recruiting, how we'll be doing training, all those things. So I'll be quickly rushing through this. I don't think I should spend time on this topic. What is human resource management system? Hey, human resource management is about recruiting, selecting, training, giving the right job to the right person, performance appraisal, okay, and then promotions, demotions, whatever required. All these things comes under human resource management. And human resource management systems means doing the same thing with the help of computers is called as human resource management system. So this management system is a software application which is integrating itself with an HR function. An HR function means I'm talking about the payroll, how much salary is to be given, recruiting, training, performance appraisal. It's a combination of human resource management, HR, and information technology. Now it has got various modules. I've explained you the concept of a module. When I was teaching you that software development, what are modules? Student add, delete, search, display details, that was one module. Attendance was a module. Exams was a module. Fees was a module. In the same way, in HR, there are various modules. Number one is called as workforce management. How will you get the workforce? It's all about recruiting the people, selecting them, training them, and their performance appraisal. When you do that, you have to take care of the labor rules which are existing in that particular area. And you should ensure compliance with the local standards over there. You should see to it that the labor cost is being controlled. It should not go beyond control. And the expenses also which are required for doing all this training and development things should be controlled. Now, once a particular person is finalized or he is selected, the time and attendance management. That means whether he's coming on time, whether he's leaving on time, whether he's working at appropriate time, whatever is the standard time for a particular process, is he completing the process in that particular period of time? All these things will be seen in the time and attendance management. Then the payroll management, that is automated payroll function. You need not sit and calculate. Once the basic salary is given and the other parameters are given, it will be automatically calculated. Now whether the person is attending, that is his attendance, that is maybe manually feeded. Every day is that attendance mark, present, absent, that can be done. And this data, because salaries is one of the important expenses and bigger expenses of the organization. So this amount or this particular bifurcation has to be reported to the top management, which they will integrate with the financial management. Then about the training of the employees, that's called as training management. Whenever we are training, we are tracking the progress. If we are training and that person is not showing any response, there is no point in training them. Whatever sort of exams we are conducting, we will be examining the results, and depending upon the results, we can schedule that the next date when the training will proceed. Now this particular type of training management also includes the online registration process where the attendees or the employees can enroll themselves for training, and automatic update of the skills of the people will be done. Now when I'm training something, when you acquire that skill, your profile should be updated that he knows this and this particular skill. Compensation management is all about the returns that we give to them. Okay, the compensation management is giving them the right salary. You should be giving handsome salary, and that too on time. Why? So that you can retain the talented employees. Otherwise, people will leave your organization and join a better one. So you should keep them motivated so that they are retained. Then the employee process, how it was developed, the information about it, and the programs, all about the employees should be integrated together. Okay, and all these things should be generated in such a way that the organizational goals are being achieved. Then the recruitment management. Recruitment management is placing the right person for the right job. If a person is very much talkative, obviously he should be in the marketing department. And a person with a cool mind, okay, will be in the accounts department, because accounts department requires accuracy and marketing department requires good convincing skills. Obviously, if a person is not talking only, how he can convince others? So hiring the right people. Application screening, whenever you are seeing the applications, okay, you are not inviting everyone for an interview or for an exam. You are screening it, you are assessing it, you are selecting and hiring only the right persons. And the cost analysis. Cost analysis is nothing but how much cost is involved in doing all these things. That is called as recruitment management. And then we have the personnel management. Personnel management is nothing but what the personnel department is doing. They will be maintaining the data, complete data about a particular human resource or about a particular employee. His name, his address, his native place address, everything has been maintained. And their recruitment and what salary he is drawing, all these things are required to be administered, and that has been done by the personnel management department. Then the organizational management. You need to understand what is organization structure. So this organization structure is needed to be explained to each and every employee in the organization so that they understand whenever they are in problem, who is the right person to approach. Then the staffing schedules. Many people work in shift. So which person will come in which shift, that is required to be done. Then employee self-service. Employee self-service means employees need n number of data from the company. So instead of disturbing the officials and asking them, I want this data, I want that data, you can develop a system where the employees can get the data themselves. That is the HR data query system, performing all the HR operations. What is my attendance? What was my attendance? Okay, that you can know. If at all you have worked for overtime, that has to be recorded. All these things will be done by the done by a module called as employee self-service. And last is analytics. And that is, whenever if a particular employee is leaving the organization, why he left, what was the reasons for employee turnover, or whatever systems or whatever policies we are implementing, will it have any impact on the employee turnover? So it was a very simple topic actually. I didn't feel that need of elaborating everything and explaining. Okay, it makes no sense in doing all these things. Otherwise, I'll have to stay here for 15 more days if I start elaborating every day, and that is not possible. Okay.
Last line is selection and hiring, and then cost analysis. Finished? 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 We. Hello. Please calm down. Please don't make skip this topic. We are now moving to the next one that is called as artificial intelligence. I have skipped one topic that is called as accounting information system. If you remember, I have done this topic. If you don't remember, turn your pages, you will see accounting information system. So I don't think that particular thing is required to be repeated. The additional part is the components required. So it is just mentioned here what hardware is required, what software is required. When the notes will come to you, take my words for granted. Trust me, by just reading that answer, you'll be able to understand. And that's why the time left with me is limited, and that's why I'm moving to those things where you need some explanation, and that is artificial intelligence. What is artificial intelligence? What is intelligence, first of all? Intelligence means thinking plus creativity. Am I right? What is thinking? Thinking is nothing but analyzing a particular process step by step is thinking. From here, I'll go to Mandevli. Then from there, I need to have my lunch. After lunch, I'll watch a movie, something like that, in the afternoon. And then evening, I have a lecture once again. Then tomorrow, early morning, I have a lecture. So I'm thinking all these things. I am encoding it. I'm dividing it step by step. That is called as thinking. Okay? What is creativity? I need not tell you what is creativity. It is there with everyone. But the streams in which they think will be different. So intelligence is a combination of thinking and creativity. How the same thing can be done by a computer? Forget about creativity. That a computer cannot do. It is done only by a mind. Okay? But thinking can be done. Thinking is not that thinking which a computer can never do. What is thinking basically? Decoding a particular process step by step. So if we do a very intense programming where n number of conditions will be applied, a computer can also think. For me, artificial intelligence means what? I won't be operating a computer. My computer is always on. It is always on. I never shut it down. In the morning, I get up and I say, "Hi, Mac." Mac is the name of my computer. My computer will reply me, "Hello, Amol. Good morning." How that is done? His voice sensors are always on. Whenever he hears something, first and the foremost thing, voice modulation will be done. It will be checked against the database. And the database, he will find that this voice is of Mr. Amol. Okay, so when I say, "Hi, Mac," he says, "Hello, Amol." Then the system time is always present with the system. It will take that particular system time and it will analyze whether it is morning, afternoon, evening, or night. Anyone can do that. Okay, and he just says good, and that morning, we never say bad morning. You always say good morning only. This is how I can communicate with my computer. My computer understands the natural language. I had given this reference. I'll be teaching you afterwards what is artificial intelligence. So it understands the natural language. Then I say, I want a printout of students of IPCC who have not paid their fees. This particular command will be heard, it will be decoded. Students list, okay, the students file will be opened. IPCC students, okay, that is, the records are filtered, only IPCC. Those students not paid their fees, again filtered, and the names of the students. I said print out. So this output won't be shown on the screen, but it will be redirected to the printer. So here I need not interact with my computer in traditional method using mouse, using keyboard, opening the software, selecting the data, giving a query. I will not do that. I'll just communicate as I'm communicating like a with a human being. That's nothing but artificial intelligence. So artificial intelligence is all about the intelligence of the machine. Actually speaking, it is not the intelligence of the machine, it's the intelligence of the software. And Prolog is one of such application or programming through which you will be able to create artificial intelligence. The idea behind artificial intelligence is we want to make a computer behave like a human being so that it can discover a problem, it can sketch a problem, and it can crack, means solve a problem. Okay, and what is there in artificial intelligence? Artificial intelligence includes playing games. It includes playing game. A game like chess, it requires a lot of thinking. And a supercomputer, Deep Blue, had a match with Gary Kasparov, okay, and that computer defeated Gary Kasparov. That means with the n number of programming constraints, we will be able to create a smart computer. Expert system, I'm not talking right now, I'll discuss it. Natural language, I just now said, hi Mac, it is replying me. I'm talking in general English, but still it is giving me the output. That's called as natural language. The neural networks. Neural networks means we are trying to imitate the brain of a smartest animal. See, we cannot imitate our own brain because we don't know the capacity of our brain. How we can imitate that? But we can surely imitate the brain of a smart animal. A chimpanzee is very smart. Okay? Even though it is not looking smart, but it is smart. It can have reasoning power. It can have logic. Okay? It has got color recognition, shape recognition. It can reason it. All these things comes under neural networks. And last but not the least is called as robotics. Robotics means not, hi, I am Chitti. No. That is very much advanced. You can just think about it. It's just a science fiction. Robotics is actually very, very difficult. Constructing a robot who can stand on two legs and can behave like humans is very difficult, because just balancing ourselves is also a very big art, and we take around 1 year for this. See, a child, when it is born, it cannot stand. Forget about standing. It cannot crawl, it cannot sit, it is just laying. It learns the art of going on one side. That's the first step. Okay, then again it will do like that. Then after some time he learns to crawl. He will leave that small bed and he will go here and there. Okay, then on legs, and then he tries to stand. Now he falls down. And then he learns to walk by holding hand, by holding that showcase and a chair and this and that. It will try to walk. And after almost 1.5 years, that small kid can walk. That means the brain, which is so superior, takes almost 1 year for balancing the body. Am I right or wrong? Now once it is programmed, now I can stand on one leg also. Right or wrong? What, wow, you can also do that. Your brain is not developed. Are you a chimpanzee? Now this is what? Shh. This is what only human beings can do. No other animal, okay, can stand on one leg. You will see dogs in circus, but they take efforts to stand on two legs. But standing on one leg is impossible. What? Flamingo is an animal. Flamingo is a bird. I'm talking about animals. All birds have two legs. Any of the bird can stand on one leg, no problem. I have seen parrots who are hanging like bats also. They have that skill, but forget about them. Acha, so robotics over here means it is just could be a hydraulic arm. It could be a hydraulic arm programmed with the help of computer. That is robotics. Robotics for me is, you go to a car manufacturing industry, you will see a very big conveyor belt. On that, the chassis of the car is kept. It moves ahead. Engine is placed, seats are placed, all the electronic gadgets are being fitted, then doors are bought in, and then the human beings will fit it. Okay, then that bonnet is brought by a one particular arm, hydraulic arm, then that has been fitted. Okay, the backside door, everything has been fitted. That is nothing but what? Robotics. It is just, you can say, hydraulic arms controlled by computers. And that is nothing but artificial intelligence. Understanding? Okay. After this artificial intelligence, we move to the next one, and that is called as an expert system. Now, what exactly is this expert system? Expert system is like designing a system. Hello? Expert system is like designing a system which will make a layman work like an expert. How this is possible? Now listen to me very, very carefully. Okay? I have thought for this particular example, I thought for a for a very long period. And ultimately, I was able to conclude with this particular example. Afterwards, tell me whether you have understood or not. I'm giving you one example. I'm explaining you this example, and then we will learn. Then we will go to the technical aspects or theory. This diagram is very important. You can write this diagram in your exam, in your answers. But first, have a look. We have a user. We have what? We have a user. Okay. This user will be interacting with the user interface. Okay, listen. Raj and Rahul are both CA, and they are doing their business in partnership. Normally, CAs do their business in partnership, like because one CA achieves specialization in one particular field. Like Raj has his specialization in income tax, so Rahul will be having his specialization in audit. So if a person wants to do audit and he comes to Raj, he won't say, no, I don't do audit, please forgive me. So what he'll say is, he'll redirect him to Rahul. If Rahul gets a case of income tax, he'll redirect. So this is how they are doing their business. So they are having a big office, a nice lavish cabin with cubicles. Okay. And there is one employee working for them, and that is Mr. Ram Prakash. Ram Prakash is pursuing his maybe IPCC, doing his articles also, and he has got a place that there is an exit door, not outside it, just inside part of the exit. He is having his small table, and he's sitting on the table and he's doing his work. Now, a person enters office of RR Enterprises. Okay, and directly that person comes in Raj's cabin and he says, I want to file my income tax. I earn 10,000 rupees per month. File my income tax. Raj, tell me, will you take this case? Think twice. A person earning 10,000 rupees per month. Will you take this case first of all? No chance. What is required to be done? Nothing is required to be done, first of all. Okay? And taking this case, you are wasting your time. You should take the case of high net worth people. But it is not like you will leave this case. You will say to him very politely, please, this is not required to be done by me. The door which you entered, that is only the door for going out. Don't go out. On the left hand side, there is one person, Mr. Ram Prakash. You go and meet him, he will do the job. So he takes all the details and goes to Ram Prakash. Now, Ram Prakash is not a chartered accountant. He's pursuing CA. So obviously the knowledge that they have, obviously that knowledge will not be with Ram Prakash. He's still studying, and you know how he's studying. So that person goes to Ram Prakash. Hello, mister, file my returns. He shows all those papers, and then he says, you want me to file the return? He says, yes. Okay. In mind, he's saying, I'll try. But no problem, Ram Prakash. You have this system with you. I have created this expert system for you. What exactly it is, I'll explain. Let's say the client is shown in this way. Is that client? He comes to the user. The user will start a system, say calculation of tax or tax calculation system. When he starts, so he selects the option, new SSE. Then a form will come before him. That form is nothing but this user interface. That form will ask, enter name. You can read English, na? Hello, mister, what's your name? This and this. Enter last name, enter assessment year, previous year, assessment this, that, all. Income from salary, income from hospital, this. Everything has been, what? Infided. That means the user will be giving the information to the user interface. Okay? Now, Ram Prakash will click on the button, calculate tax. When he clicks on the button, calculate tax, this entire data from the user interface will go to the inference engine. Now, inference engine knows each and every process about calculation of income tax. Whatever rules are required to be applied, this has to be allowed, this has to be disallowed, this is the deduction, this is the investment, this is this, all, whatever. Everything will be done, and the output directly will be given on the user interface. And the user interface will be showing this is the amount of tax to be paid. So Ram Prakash will say, you are required to pay this and this amount of tax plus rupees 3,000 our service charge. Now Ram Prakash doesn't know anything about this, but still he is able to complete the work. But that is not the end of the story. That person will see to all these things, and he is arguing with Ram Prakash. Hey, I had made investments in bank of 1 lakh rupees. Why didn't I get the tax rebate? Ram Prakash is again tensed. How do I know why he is not getting the rebate? No problem. You will type this query on the user interface. It goes to the inference engine. I told you, inference engine knows everything. The inference engine will reply in technical terms. Indian Income Tax Act of 1961, according to the section 80C. Yeah, 80C. Okay, income tax rebate is allowed at 20% of the investment amount, provided the investment provided the investment is made in A, mutual funds, tax-saving mutual funds, or B, insurance, or C, PPF, or 4 this, 5 this, whatever are the points. So all this data will be given on the explanation. Now explanation will convert all this data into proper information. Nice English, nice paragraphs, it will be converted, and the explanation will be now sent, the data, the information will be sent to the user interface. Now Ram Prakash will act like he is only the chartered accountant, and he will say, hello, according to the Indian Income Tax Act of 1961, income tax rebate is allowed, which is under section 80C. You are required to make investment in mutual funds, in insurance, this, he will say. And because you invested in bank, it is not allowed. That's why, sir, you are not having any rebate. Now that person, when he hears about the act name and the section and this and that, he is also friend. Okay, no income. Are you understanding? Now you will feel, acha, now Ram Prakash's work is over. Now are you saying he is not a chartered accountant, but still he is acting like he is a chartered accountant. And this system is helping him to do that. But the thing is, how inference engine is knowing all the things? Inference engine is actually called as the brain. And it is been constantly updated by the knowledge base. Okay, the knowledge base has got all, I'm really very sorry. Knowledge base is the brain, and inference engine is just implementing what the knowledge base is having. So is knowledge base a chartered accountant? No, it is just a machine. It is just collection of data. This knowledge base will be getting the information from the knowledge acquisition facility. It is nothing but an interface through which the data will be given to the knowledge base. Who gives the data? Obviously, an expert, a chartered accountant. Whenever the finance minister is giving a speech, these chartered accountants will be sitting, they will be listening to the speech very carefully. Okay, this is the loophole, this will impact this, all these things. But they will understand everything, but they don't know how to put data inside this. So obviously, they require help of a technical person, an IT person, and that is nothing but the knowledge engineer. So their knowledge, with their help, is being given inside the knowledge acquisition facility, which will be upgrading the knowledge base. And here, the inference engine will be knowing what exactly is to be done. In the upper part, you have seen, it is more concerned with the user, and this is more concerned with what? Application, working of that application. And this system is nothing but an expert system. It is making a layman behave like an expert. Are you understanding? Got the concept? Okay, if the concept is ready, so we can very well rush through this. We can say an expert system make a non-expert make decisions. They can solve complex or ill-structured tasks. See, it can diagnose a human illness, but I will not be able to explain this human illness, how it is doing. And even if I explain, you won't be able to understand, because you are not doing MBBS. You are doing this CA, so you will be understanding this term better. It will be able to make financial forecast. Okay, it can schedule the routes of the delivery vans and so on. Components base. Number one is called as the knowledge base. It has the data. It has a complete information. It knows the relations and the rules. It is based on realistic and programmed knowledge. Inference engine. It does the logic and reasoning mechanisms. And it is the processor which will be processing the data. That's why it's called as the expert logic processor. Then the user interface interacts with the user. Explanation facility. If anything is required to be explained, that will be done by the explanation facility. Knowledge engineer is the person who will be punching in the data, obviously, once he gets the data from the expert. Understanding? Is it clear? So don't you think with the help of the example, we have made the concept very clear? Okay? So please note down.
Finished. Finished. Listen. Should I start? We are now moving to the next topic that is called as access control. It is about the security that you have in your business information system. So it is very well been said that access control shows us or gives us the security features about a information system. Now, if we want to expand what exactly it will define how the user and a system is communicating. How the user and the system is communicating. It is very well like client server. Server is serving the request and client is giving the request. So here the client and the server are communicating with each other. Here the system means the server and user means the client. So how a user is communicating with the system, that has been defined. One needs to understand the concept of object and subject. Subject is the person who is accessing various resources of the system. An object is nothing but the resource which is being accessed by the subject or by the users. Okay, so there are n number of subjects who first of all should have the authority of accessing, and even if they have the authority of accessing, what type of data they are accessing, what object they are accessing, that is being monitored by an access control. So let's see what are the various functions. Number one is called as identity management. Identity management is really if that subject is allowed to access the data. Okay, that's called as our own identity. Some people are allowed up to a specific zone. Beyond that, if they want to go, they need to have some exclusive permissions. So having a permission or having the authority to access the data is nothing but identity. The first part or the first level we can say of access control is identity management. Then comes the authentication. This authentication is also a type of identity management, but this will be checked when the subject is trying to access some object. See, first identity management is just logging in. I have no intention of accessing any service or anything. I'm just logging in. That time when you check, it is called as identity management. But when you are verifying the identity at the time of a particular object access, that is called as authentication. Whether that person is authenticated to access this particular object. Then the authorization. Authorization is all about the rights of a particular user. A user is authorized to access what type of data and to what extent is nothing but the authorization, what the subject can access. And the last control or the last function is the accountability. Accountability means you are allowed to access, okay, but a log, a report will be created of what things you had accessed and an audit will be done of what the things you had accessed. That is called as what? Access control. After this access control, we move to the next one, that is called as methods of electronic payment system. How the payments will be made. That is also referred to as payment gateway. I have already taught you, remember? Okay, one is called as credit card. Everyone knows how a credit card payment is been done. Yesterday I explained. Then an electronic check. Now this electronic check is something different. Electronic check is actually the mimics of our normal check. I go to Raj's store and purchase some goods. Suppose I am purchasing a TV. Then I am saying, Arey Raj, I didn't bought cash or credit card, but I surely have a checkbook. Is it check fine? He says, no problem, sir. But he's saying, see, sir, check is also not required. Okay. He asked me to sit on a system. And that system, that particular screen, will be showing same appearance as that of a check. One need not type the payee name. Why? It is Raj Electronics. Na? It will be automatically, by default entry will be made. I need not type the date also. Why? System date. I need not type the amount also. Why? Billing is done, na? So that particular amount will be reflected. If an amount is there in figures, obviously it can be converted into words. So what remains? Just signature. But I cannot sign. Obviously, how will I sign on the screen? Okay, so I'll be giving my PIN. But before giving PIN, I have to mention the bank name, the branch name, the account number, and the check number, and the PIN. Now, he need not wait for the next day to bank to open, fill in that PIN slip and that deposit, nothing. Once the submit button is clicked, directly the check goes for clearing. That is nothing but something called as what? Electronic checks. Then we have smart card. We have already discussed about this smart card. One is called as a contact card, means you have to keep in contact with the reader, then only the details will be read. Other one is called as contactless card. You are supposed to just wave, okay, near the toll plazas. Now India doesn't have this system. Near toll plaza, you need not stop and then you pay cash and then you leave. That means you are driving. Now in India, there is only one express highway. Even an express highway is not yet built. There is only one express. See, they are called as express highway. There are many highways called as express highway. But technically speaking, there is only one express highway. Express highway means you what? You know what is the meaning of express highway? Express highway means you will be having 3 lanes on each side. And most important, that entire road is having a grill. No person can cross that road. No dog, cat, buffaloes, all these are seen on the road. No one can enter. 2-wheeler and 3-wheelers are not allowed on that road. That is called as express highway. There is only one express highway in India, and which is only 184 kilometers. And that is the Mumbai-Pune Express Highway. And there cars go at an awesome speed. Others are called as express highway, but they are not express highways. Okay. Here you are driving at a tremendous speed, and ultimately what? Driving at this speed and standing in a queue in the toll plaza. So what's the use of it? So we are planning to build such toll plazas which will be an infrared zone. You just have to pull out that contactless card, that is actually a prepaid card, and the car will move fast. It will not stop only, but the payment of the toll will be made. That is called as a contactless card. Having both the technologies together is called as a combi card or a hybrid card. And the last one is called as the electronic purse. Electronic purse is sort of a prepaid card, a bank prepaid card, which you give to your loved ones for shopping. Okay. Now before marriage, if you like to go with your girlfriend for shopping, it is an enjoyable experience. But after marriage, when you go with these people for shopping, they take a lot of time for shopping. I have explained all these things in the lecture, in previous, I don't know which lecture. Okay, the best way is give them a gift card, take this card, do the shopping that you like. Please don't ask me to accompany you. We can do something better, na? Okay, so that is nothing but a prepaid card. Now, how much amount will be prepaid? It completely depends upon how much you love your wife or how much you are afraid of your wife. Only this much, giving, wait. That is called as a electronic purse, a prepaid card. Okay, that's nothing but the methods of electronic payments. And the last is credit card transaction process. I have explained this. First is authorization, which is done by the merchant banker, whether the data received is correct or not. Merchant banker is also called as acquirer. Then batching. Batching means what, you know? That small slips, they are accumulated, okay, and the next day they are deposited in the bank for clearing. So from there, the issuing bank will give the funds to the merchant banker, and a merchant banker then will be funding to the merchant. I have explained this, so I'm not explaining it once again. Draw a flow chart to accept marks in 3 subjects. To accept marks in 3 subjects. Display the result as pass display the result as pass if a student scores greater than equal to 35 in all the subjects, else the result is fail. So here now we will be implementing a decision box. Condition. You will be implementing a condition. So how exactly this will be done? Let's check. Please don't write, concentrate. This is something new for you. If you want me to complete this, please keep quiet. Else I will announce that condition making is over. Start. Then we require certain variables. So we say set. Marks in 3 subjects is required to be accepted. Don't write, wait. M1 equal to 0, M2 equal to 0, M3 equal to 0. Acha, once all the variables are declared, can we accept the values in these 3 subjects? So we say input. Right? The data is accepted. Now, how the student passes when he scores greater than 35 in all the subjects? So we are checking one subject at a time. If M1 greater than equal to 35, if this is yes, then only we'll check the second one. If it is no, straight away he is failing. There is no point in checking rest 2. Now we are checking for the next subject. If marks 2 greater than equal to 35. If this is also yes, then we will be checking for the third one. If marks 3 greater than equal to 35. If this is also yes, then display and if this is no, it is and in the above condition box, if it is no, what will happen? Fail, na? Need not write the same thing 3 times. Just connect it to fail. It is one and the same. And after that, stop. But wait. After display fail, what should happen? Stop. So we are bringing this near to stop. And that's complete, and that completes your flowchart.